What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Orcs Must Die Deathtrap. Now this is a technical playtest just over a few days. Anyone that didn't make it into the playtest or didn't apply to the playtest, there will be another one that's going to be a little bit wider with more people involved upcoming in the future. Now, Orcs Must Die Deathtrap is scheduled to launch in early 2025, and it is the next chapter in the Orcs Must Die franchise. Now, this one is a roguelite, so it's a little bit different than the normal Orcs Must Die experience, yet still follows a lot of the same familiar things in the Orcs Must Die universe that makes it just absolutely wonderful. Now, to start things off, let's take a look at the War Mage selection. Now, this is just for the playtest. I would assume there's going to be many more characters to come. We've got Van, Rift Lightning. Got like a machine gun crossbow going on here. That is his primary ability. His secondary ability is a charged beam, like a laser beam. Every hero is going to have a special ability and an overdrive ability, kind of like a ultimate type ability. For Van, you've got the Rift Orb, summons a Rift-powered orb that buffs the damage of traps, and then Rift Protection, which creates a temporary barrier around the Rift. Next up, we got Ren. Ren is a wand user, uses a secondary Trap Blast ability, has a proximity orb special, and then has mirror images as her overdrive. Harlow is our resident shotgun blaster. She's using the blunderbuss, of course. Her secondary is pretty light. Her special ability is going to be Wind Blast, a gust of wind that blasts out of the blunderbuss, launching small enemies. And then overdrive is Treat Time, feeds Henry a treat that turns the cute little guy into a large ferocious beast. Now, if you look under trait, every hero does have their own trait. Harlow, her trait is Henry, which is an actual pet, which will attack enemies. So by using Harlow's ultimate, of course, Henry will become a larger beast and just wreck up some baddies. Next up, we got Mac. Mac uses the wrench staff, which is kind of like a sniper rifle, low rate of fire with high damage per shot and a very wide spread. His secondary is a zoomed in ability, so exactly like a sniper, you zoom in with the scanner to get a closer look, greatly increased damage, and the spread is eliminated, but the rate of fire is very slow, as you would expect with any sniper rifle. Then we've got the Gravity Blast. For the special, fires a grenade that launches small enemies into the air and slows large enemies. The overdrive on Mac is Scan Weak Points, applies a debuff to a number of enemies that causes them to take more damage from the wrench staff. Scanned enemies are highlighted. Then we've got Kalos, the big bear. He's got a hammer. So this is a melee character, powerful melee combo with slow, wide-sweeping attacks. His secondary is a slam jump. Calling Stone is a special, summons a floating stone that rotates slowly and emits a sound, attracting nearby enemies to destroy it. And then the overdrive is Rage Ward, places a large ward on the ground that regenerates health and buffs the damage of war mages standing in its radius. And then we have Sophie. Sophie is another melee assassin type or rogue type character. Dagger user, quick melee combo with a barrage of sweeping attacks. The secondary is a knife throw. The special is Shadow Form. Shadow Form turns into a shadowy form that increases Sophie's movement speed and makes her immune to damage. Leaves a trail of shadow magic. And then the overdrive is Summon Bartholomew. Bartholomew is a large skeleton soldier that fights for Sophie, lasts until the health is depleted. So I think for the purpose of this video, let's check out Harlow and get some shotgunning going on. We've got the little pet in the mix. Now, as you see, we do have some starting setups. The perk for Harlow is going to be boom barrels. The trait, of course, is Henry, and then you get the boom barrel as a Harlow-specific trap. We're all familiar with boom barrels from other games. Place them down, explode them, all the good stuff happens. Then, of course, we've got some barricades, we've got flip traps, spike traps, we got some brimstones, some arrow walls, some saw blade launchers, ballistas, and ceiling lasers. So a lot of the traps that you would be familiar with in Orcs Must Die through the previous games. Now, we are in the Order Fortress, which is kind of your hub that you're going to start off with. As I mentioned, this is a roguelite game, so there will be permanent progression, and then each individual playthrough will be its own. So taking a look around the Order Fortress here, of course, a lot of this stuff is still work in progress, with this just being a technical playtest. Open social menu for inviting friends. And speaking of, up to 4 players. So no more of that 2-player co-op. In Orcs Must Die, you will get the 4-player experience here. We got Gabby over here, and this is our skill tree. If you take a look through the skill tree, you've got some points that will apply to any character, and then we've got points specific to the character that you're playing. You're going to want to spend skulls to unlock these, and of course we have 0 skulls since we haven't played a map yet. Things like the starting rune coin, floor trap damage, ceiling trap damage, wall trap damage, cheaper cost, moving on up to stronger barricades, critical trap damage, and then barricade mastery, the last one, which is kind of a big deal, as you will have a limited amount of barricades you can place. So starting with 1 extra barricade is just good stuff. In the hero tree itself, we've got the usual suspects. Primary attack damage, the overdrive, charging rate. We got sentinel damage, overdrive, charging on fewer combos, and then deal 50% additional war mage damage to bosses, kind of anti-boss at the end of that tree. And then some more war mage goodies here. We've got health, revive with additional health, revive faster, start with 2 uses of Rift Burst, and gain 1 additional loadout slot. Kind of a big deal on that one as well. So this is a look at the skill tree. We take a look around through what else is available here. Let's see, what do we have out here? Over here, we got Enchanter Hugo. Looks like it has the Gabby model, so assuming that is a placeholder as well. And this is where you would upgrade your traps. So we got the, the ceiling traps, wall traps, floor traps, etc., or all of them. Looking at those, you could spend skulls as well to upgrade various things. The price of them, the damage, the reset time, how often they fire. So all of these things will add quite a bit of power to your experience as you are playing through in Orcs Must Die Deathtrap. And then let's see what else we got here. Wait a minute, there was that one. What do we have over here? Over here, we've got Trap Shop. So this is where you buy new traps. So any traps that I don't have unlocked, which we're starting off, looks like we're starting off with everything unlocked. I don't see anything being locked. Or actually, maybe these are all new to the pool. Yeah, because this is nothing. Yeah, okay, so this is where you would buy traps. So, like, for example, we could buy a grinder, Morning Star Shooter, push traps, spike walls, wall blades, wall chargers, and wall scorchers. So various types of different traps there. And let's see what else we have. What is going on out here? Quite a large fortress area. The thread shop. Okay, so these are the roguelite choices you will get as you are going and experiencing through the game. So this is a way to unlock some additional threads as you are playing through each individual match. Now, of course, this gives you like the card added to the deck. So it means it's a chance to get that card unlocked. And who do we have here? Here we have thread quests. All right, so we've got a little quest tracker here of some available quests throughout. And then
let us see what awaits you.
Here we've got the thread library. So these are all of the choices that we could get as we progress through a match. Now let's hop on in and check out the gameplay and see kind of what it's all about. So let's take a look and see what missions we have available here. Now these are going to be random every time. So you load up, and that is part of that roguelite experience. It's going to be a different experience every time you play, including just the maps you play. Now, when you start off, you're going to have a different modifier in addition on each map. Like we've got the patio gardens here with a lane opener. The placement limit for barricades is reduced by 1 per war mage, so you lose one of your barricades here. You got castle courtyards, a dynamite day. A group of dynamite orc archers appears every wave. And then last but not least, we've got empty pockets over here. Enemies no longer drop any consumables. So let's just start things off at the patio gardens and give it a look. Now, one of the things with Orcs Must Die Deathtrap versus previous Orcs Must Die games, we had those scenarios in Orcs Must Die 3. These maps are enormous, kind of like the scenarios were in OMD 3. So big maps. That is one aspect where I think co-op will be a major part of the game, as you can have different people at different areas at varied times. And here we go. So taking a look at this one, it looks like we've got one rift. There's going to be 4 possible lanes, and we start off with these 2 northern lanes open. And let's kind of see what we want to do. Now, we've got 11 barricades to use here. Seems like at a minimum, we would want to block things off and force both enemies to one lane. But let's take a look around the map and see what else is here. So we see it's quite a large map with lots of stuff available. So let's see what else we've got. Okay, we've got a hallway over here. Where is this one leading to? Okay, this is leading down to another one of the entrances that are not unlocked yet. Huge library area. And then there's going to be another one, which is kind of like a little courtyard area that will unlock later as well. So let's get back up to the north here and see what we want to do. Now, first things first, let's just block one of the lanes and cut it down. We have those familiar little ghosts going that will, tell us where the enemies are going. So, in true Orcs Must Die fashion, we are going to be pathing our enemies around. Now, let's see. That brings everything to this side, which is right at the rift still. If we block that one, looks like everything is then running back that way. So let's take a look and see where this stuff is coming out. If you look at it in reverse order here, we've basically, besides the flyers, we're going to have 3 pathways into the rift. So we've got each one of those stairs and then right here. So this is going to be guaranteeing everything comes up through here. It looks like some enemies were coming over this way as well. And this actually looks like quite a nice wall for some building. So how do we want to do this? We've got a path over here, which has got a nice wall as well. But let's start off. We block the lower section here.
This barricade is ready to rock.
Did we block that lower section? All right, we've got some stragglers coming this way. I've only got one more barricade left, though. So that is the struggle. We do have some stragglers going that direction. So how would we want to do this? Our one is not going to get us too far. And we can't block that other stairway going up either. I think we're going to have to just, for starting, we're going to have to just keep an eye out on that one, I believe. Losing that one barricade definitely hurt on this one, as I still would have needed 3 to block over here. But let's go ahead and get things started. Let's kind of push them over towards the wall a little bit here.
If it weren't for those flying ones.
And let's see, what do we got? Okay, we got 16,000 coin to work with.
Surprise!
Not very many other wall traps. What have we here? We've got our saw blade launcher. I think we'll stick with just some arrow walls on this one. But I do want to mix it up a little bit.
My medium.
Go like that.
We're going to kill
Put another brimstone here. We've got tons of coin for building. And then what about on the ceiling? Now, Decisions.
Let's trap it up. Bring down the pain.
Put a few lasers right there. Now, we're going to have some flyers, too. Is there anything I can do out here? Let's see. Oh, and then we've got sentinels. A sentinel priestess. 5,000 to unlock. Oh, I see. And it's got to contribute by 500 a pop. Go ahead and get that down. We got us kind of like a built-in environmental trap. That's going to give us 1,400 left, which is not much to do anything. So I think what I'll do is just go a little last resort there. All right, let's let it fly here and see how we do. Could be quite tragic.
Ready and waiting.
Could be quite tragic, but let's check it out here. Like we don't have the combat wave music going in the game quite yet, but this is it's an early playtest, so literally everything you see in the game will be work in progress or placeholder. All right, here they come. Looks like they're just cutting straight across the lawn out there. Oh, we got some pretty good range on this guy. He's getting out there. Oh, man, we got flyers already in the first wave. Let's see how it goes over here. This could end up being a little ugly. I'm definitely going to have to watch that mini-map. And then I'm assuming the flyer is that triangle there. Is my sentinel going to help me out here? Okay, yeah. Like the sentinel would have helped me out a little bit. It looks like that might be the only flyer. So things are cooperating right at the moment and coming up and going through the kill box here. Or don't even know if I can call this a kill box yet. I do want to keep an eye out for any enemies that sneak over that way though. And it looks like there's some coming right now. I got mixed emotions on the barricades. I really, really do. I would like to be able to place as many barricades as I can. And I think that would change up the available strategies on the map as well. As, right now there's going to be a key to how do you complete this map with that limited number of barricades. So that's kind of my initial impression of it. Everything is holding pretty strong over here. Maybe I'll get lucky and get some nice modifiers on our traits as we get them unlocked.
Ready?
All right, well, absolutely smoking them. And there we go. I think we are at... Or no, there's still one more. Without the music, it's hard to... It's hard to judge the end of the waves. I can see that one red dot on the minimap, though. There we go. All right, so yeah, I guess it's pretty obvious when the wave is over. Goes into slow motion and is going to give us a choice. So what do we got here? Add 1 rift point. Primary damage is increased by 10%. Ceiling laser now has 5 lasers. Sells placed ceiling lasers. Yeah, let's go with that. Why not? We'll get some heavy laser usage here. So I'm assuming that gave me my coin back for those ceiling lasers. Let's get a few more up here.
Kill so many orcs together.
We'll go with 2 like that. We'll get a few on the stairs. I'm a little concerned about the flyer situation here. See, do we have another? We do. All right, so we got another Sentinel Priestess. Let's get her unlocked. We got 2 of those now. But what can we do for flyers? There's not much we can do out here. We could try some of these ballistas, but it looks like this might be the only spot I have to place them.
That should do it.
Put 1 there and 1 there. I'm not really sure what the range on this is like. Actually, we got enough coin left. Let's go 2 and 2. So that will give me a little bit of last resort help there. Let's just go ahead and let it fly and see what we get for the second wave. Now, each one of these will get progressively more difficult, of course. The enemies will scale up, and that's what's going to make it. Or maybe the types of enemies we get will diversify, and that's what will add the element of challenge to it as we progress through. And then once we complete one map, we're going to get a choice to either kind of take the money and run, or we'll be able to gamble forward or gamble the skulls that we have on pushing it, through to a little bit more difficult of a challenge. We got an ogre right here. He was actually kind of squishy. Either that or Harlow hits really hard. One of the two.
Just a sec. Take the sappers out quick.
Nope. Sappers. All right. Well, little splody boys. Definitely got to watch for them. I don't see any more flyers yet, so let's get over here and watch for what is going on. For a little boom barrel action down here too. The traps seem pretty strong. I mean, they're just shredding. Not that that's a bad thing. I like the idea of super strong traps. All right, and here we go. We got this other side leaking out. I feel like I kind of like Harlow. We're 66% on getting our Super Dragon out. I'm very anxious to throw that down and see what it's all about. You got one more coming around this way. Ooh. Rooted in place. That's no good. Everything else seems to be going pretty good here. Got us a skull. Very nice. Now I'm curious if these ballistas are hitting very hard. I'm going to let something make it out here and see if these ballistas just smoke it. Yeah, it was a one shot, it looks like. Alright, so yeah, they're doing pretty well. So I think that is acceptable last resort there. Let's see what we get for wave number 2. Hot-headed, burning from fire traps increases primary weapon headshot damage. Boom snacks. During treat time, Henry gains a 50% chance to launch small enemies. And then Henry's big day. The next use of treat time does not end unless Harlow dies or the mission is complete. Wow, that seems awesome. So that will make Henry's big day. It'll make my ultimate last through the entire thing. Let's try that out. That sounds super, super cool. All right, so we're not earning any more barricades. Now, like I said, there will be a strategic placement for these. Like, I'm wondering if you completely block a side over here. Well, I guess that wouldn't really stop them because enemies are... Or wait a minute, can we even get out to this side? No, you can't get to the front from here, so by blocking that, that would screw the entire operation here. I think what we need is we just need more barricades at this point. So maybe something that we unlock later. Let me see if I can sell these. If I place them up top, would it only need 3? And that would give me one extra?
Here's a barricade for them.
It would. All right, so there was a mistake right there. I had 4 at the bottom. When I can block it at the top, it only used 3. Now that gives me 1 extra barricade, which is not enough to block down another side. But remember, I had that -1 on this one. Or actually, is it? Okay. I guess even with the -1, we can still block. So, yeah, just going to have to look at better uses of your barricades. Like I said, I got mixed emotions on that one. I like my barricades. I like pathing enemies, and I like pathing them to different places to do different things. So that is now going to force everything through here except flyers or grenadiers or anything like that. We're going to need that there. Let's burn them up at the bottom of the stairs as well.
You're going to do such a good job, little guy.
Something like that. We got 9,000 left. Mixed emotions on what to do. Now, if I had more barricades, I would force them into a corner here and use a little bit smarter or more complete wall trap design. Of course, the nature of Orcs Must Die games, we want to fish for combos, right? Let's see. I don't think we're going to get any really good bounces there on that one. This way, we could, though.
This part's fun.
Go with a couple of those there. Let's get another arrow wall here. And then, I guess we can get some spikes in. Throw a few spikes in there as well.
Let's paint this place red.
Well, we still got a little left. Let's spike it up down here too. Now, sadly, I'm not earning hardly any combos, and that's why my ultimate meter is not going up very fast, because I'm just not getting any combos. As is the way in Orcs Must Die, it's all about fishing for those combos and getting, higher combo ratings versus using multiple different defense or element types all together. So, all about the combos, that is for sure. Now, I wonder here if I could have even saved another barricade. I'm going to look at that again at the end of the next wave. I think I could probably actually save another barricade right here with better placement. All right, and that is the familiar sound of a knoll. And that is... Oh, here comes the knoll. Oh, we got flyers here, too. All right, knoll and a flyer. Oh, wow. Check these guys out. Little hot air balloon orcs. That's pretty crazy. How are these coming along here? Whoa. What is up with that guy? Just hopping barricades. Ooh, we had a big old troll sneak through. Yeah, we're definitely getting pushed now. Oh, shoot. I'm rooted. Alright, it is time to bust out the ultimate. Oh, it's not letting me use it?
It's your time to shine.
Or you gotta hold it. Oh, there we go. Holy crap, that's what I'm talking about. Now that is a dragon. Now that should... It looks like it's placed.
Ready?
What the heck is this guy doing? Is this like a moneybags type? That was crazy. Alright, unspent rune coin, this go break will be doubled on the next go break, so a little interest. Sealing laser duration is doubled. You know what, let's go heavy sealing lasers on this one. And a decent amount of coins, so that was like a moneybags type thing. Alright, I don't see any more coin dropped, but let's see if we can't do even better usage of these barricades here. So, if we went instead at an angle like this,
Welcome to Fort Harlow.
that leaves me one barricade left. Sadly, a little wonky there. I couldn't go with just 3. 3 would have been real nice. But that still achieves the same effect. It's just not as pretty. But what that does allow me to do is kind of push some enemies this way a little. I think that's going to screw up my blade launchers. It will give me a little bit better floor space here.
Let's do some more
We'll just do
faster.
that. I don't think... We're all into the ceiling lasers. So I feel like I need to really focus on these ceiling lasers a little bit more. But the same note, I don't want to lose too many combos here. I mean, that's a lot of ceiling lasers. Now, where else can we get a combo opportunity? Well, there's one. We can throw one right there.
Surprise.
Arrow walls on the stairs are never quite glorious, but we'll try that out. And hopefully generating some more combos. Now, we've also got the luxury now of having this bad boy chilling here, which should save the day for any potential leaks. Let's see. Lots of coin available.
I believe in you, Trap
We're
Buddy.
able to really spam it out. No, can't build on the very edge. I can go something like that.
High in the sky. Aw.
And looks like there we go. We are out. And let's see what this wave will get us. So wave number 4 coming. I'm not sure how long each individual mission is. And then what we're going to earn off of it. You know, and then, of course, you know, you got the risk versus reward. Of course, I've got a lot greater chance of completing maps if I push it and gamble forward after I get some upgrades in place. So do I take, assuming I can get a win here, do I take what I get and run with it? Or do I gamble forward and try to get more? The dragon is pretty cool and has some crazy range.
New favorite.
Some pretty good range there, too. I wish I would have put it out here a little bit further now, though. Seeing how the flyers are coming in. That is the coolest flyer ever, the little hot air balloon guy. Crazy, crazy awesome. Alright, it looks like that could be it for flyers for now. Let's get up here and try to help out and get some combos going. You know, that, of course, is the name of the game. So ceiling lasers are not continuous. They're firing. One of those was, of course, that they lasted longer. So ceiling lasers, I'm assuming, need to be triggered. And then once they're triggered, they'll stay on for a set amount of time.
That one was kind of cute.
I haven't seen any more skulls yet. Alright, what do we got? Senior discount. Dying to a hazard will only cost 1 rift point. Primary weapon headshots grant an additional combo point. That's pretty awesome. Ceiling trap cost reduced. This would allow us to really, really focus those ceiling lasers quite a bit more. Which, I mean, we already got a disgusting amount of them, but...
I want to make a beautiful mess.
Alright. Got lasers here now. Where else do we want to put any? I mean, that would give us more ballista space, too. And then do I want any, like, last resort here? Because stuff is pushing.
Trap.
Let's just go something like that.
I love it.
Something like that there. Give us a little bit of last resort here. And then, I mean, I got so much coin left.
How should we kill them today? Let's trap it up.
Oh, wow. Little overboard when I said let's take advantage of ceiling lasers this run.
Do some damage, little trap.
Are they...
And one of these.
No, their cost is staying the same too. I was wondering if there was a cost increase for spamming. But it doesn't look like there is. Alright, well that is a boatload of ceiling lasers, that's for sure. Let's let it fly here. I'm super worried about all those enemies that were coming up over the barricades here now. I don't know, are they going to come straight for me, or are they going to go for the core? We got gnolls. We know the gnolls are going to come straight for me. You would think so anyway. Ooh, and here we go. Wow, Dragon did good. That one seems crazy. If you get that card super early, and then you don't die, and you keep your dragon going the entire time, that seems ridiculously good. Oh no. Well, I done lost a rift point. I'm not even sure what it was. Just wasn't paying attention. We got a lot of blue dots. I'm assuming that's where I lost. It was probably a flyer. Looks like the triangles are the flyers. Got one more. Oh, and then a couple over here as well. The flyers actually fly pretty close to the ground. Or at least they are on this map. Alright, looks like that's it for the flyers. Let's get back over here to our kill box and see what we got going on. I can't imagine anything's going to survive this. There's just a lot of traps and stuff set up there. You know, and I haven't used this special ability. All right, that's the knockback. Okay. All right, looks like I don't have anything else going. Boy, I wish I would have popped this dragon farther back. I bet I wouldn't have lost that rift point. Getting rooted is no fun. All right. High-powered spikes. Golden tickets for everyone. Enemies have a chance to drop a golden ticket. That's kind of cool. Let's go with the blunderbuss knockback. And, well, I don't think we really need to do too much else. Anything at this point.
Yeah, this is the spot.
It's just kind of crazy amounts of overkill.
This is the spot.
I mean, we can keep the burn theme going on. It seems to me like you get a tremendous amount of coin.
Ooh, this is perfect.
Of course, my loadout is not wonderful either. I'm not sure what else I want to do here. I mean, I would love to put some ballistas a little closer this way, but I don't think there's anywhere for them. Yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to put any down there. All right, let's just let it fly with what we've got. And hopefully don't lose any more rip points. So wave 6 upcoming. Once again, I'm not sure how long each individual map is before it would give me the option to either progress to another one or to bail out.
It's flyers.
All right, we got a bunch of flyers coming in from this lane, it looks like. And looks like there's some flyers coming in from down that way, too. See, one crossed over into the middle. Just stay back here and watch for these flyers here. And then we've got some coming up through here. I'm assuming my dragon is going to wreck them. Oh, what is that? That's like the EMP sappers that stun your traps. That's what they looked like. Yeah, these flyers are all just getting busted up there. Now, where is that knoll? Oh, and she's taking damage. All right, so these apparently can get killed. I mean, she's definitely taking damage. That's something I'm going to have to watch out for. Let's get on over to our main killing zone here. And I think we're just mowing everything down. Ah, you got a little, like a little marching band orc smashing his drum. That's awesome. All right, here we go. Wave 6 in the book. So it looks like that one was a 6-wave map. All right, so we earned 144 skulls. So gamble forward, looks like we are gambling half of our skulls. To add to the next one. And I'm assuming by chaining the missions together, of course, they're going to get harder and harder as you go. But then that's how you're going to earn a ton of skulls. Take a look at the kill summary here from your score. Of course, I had terrible combos on that one. You got 1,000 for picking up a skull. And I got one golden skull too, so that will unlock, I believe it's a new trap for me, and then the total granted skulls. And then let's see, what else do we have? Mission stats. This would display the, the different players, of course. Quick save and return to fortress. Now I'm curious on that quick save. Does that mean I would be able to come back into this point? Because the map did take a little while to run. So does quick save mean I would be able to jump back to this point and then continue on this run? I'm assuming what that is. But I want to return to fortress and see exactly what it is I can do with some of these skulls. So let's see. First things first. What do we got here? I don't remember where these are. Okay, so I've got 144 skulls to spend. That's actually quite a few unlocks. Like the first one only costed 10. We got to go into here first. The bonus rift point. That's 25 skulls for that one. Actually, I got 2 points in now. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, okay. And then each individual point you put in is going to make the next choice more expensive no matter where it was. I see. More mage damage. I've only got 14 left, so that's not enough to do anything else. And then let's take a look at the other vendors here. Who did we have on this side? Or that's Max. Bad hair Max. The fortress is pretty dang big.
Come on, Harlow. Let us get creative.
All right, so this is using... Oh, that's their cost in-game. Or that's the upgrades. How much were the upgrades? First upgrade is 10 skulls. You know what? Let's, And I'm assuming it's going to follow the same route there, where you get,
Yes.
Each one is going to cost a little bit more no matter where you put it. And then here, this was the seller. See, we've got that one golden skull as well. And how much are these to unlock, I wonder? Or it looks like the first one is 1. You know what? I love me some grinder action, so I've got to go with the grinder.
Ah, good choice.
And then how much is the next one? It looks like the next one is 1 golden skull as well. So that could be just placeholder stuff, or it could be super cheap just to pick up all the traps just for the playtest, just for an opportunity to experience the full game. But there we go. That is a first look at Orcs Must Die Deathtrap. Now, the TLDW of this whole thing would be, it's a roguelite game. It's going to definitely play very different than other Orcs Must Die games. My only real hesitation is I got mixed emotions on this limited barricade thing. I think that probably is tying together the difficulty, maybe, by limiting the amount of barricades. Like, if you have an unlimited amount of barricades, of course, you're going to be able to kind of just have your way with the orcs. So that's probably like a difficulty gauging factor in it, but I do have mixed emotions on that. I like having options there. And what I don't like is, especially with the size of the maps, I feel like with a limited number of barricades, that's going to eliminate, kind of limit your ability to do different things. I feel like maps will be down to one kind of meta strategy because of that limited amount of barricades. And then in addition to that, just the whole roguelite aspect. I'm curious as to what... Now, I personally enjoy roguelite games, but I'm curious as to what fans of the Orcs Must Die franchise will feel about it. It still does have long-term progression, but it's more in that roguelite fashion for sure. But anyway, let me know what you think of Orcs Must Die Deathtrap. That is kind of my first look video of it. And we'll see how the game progresses as it leads up to launch. Now, once again, scheduled for a launch in 2025. As soon as we get an official launch date, I will make sure to let you know right here on the channel. But that is going to do it for now. Thanks an absolute ton for watching, and I will see you next time around. Take it easy.